right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe. It's game day, y'all, to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Man, it's game day, an absolutely beautiful day for college football. Auburn taking on LSU today, and we're going to talk about the keys to victory for Auburn in this particular game. Now, Auburn, has some pretty good athletes, are pretty talented, but the lack of experience, especially at the offensive line and the defensive line, has really told on Auburn up to this point. Now, some of the keys to victory that I have is, number one, when Auburn does catch the football, they have to get a little bit more out of it, because if you look at the averages, 6.1, 4.4 per catch, Seth Williams is actually inflated because he had that long 58-yard run. Otherwise, they're not getting much when they do throw the ball. They gotta get their yards per catch average up to go ahead and stretch the field a little bit more. Also, of course, Auburn is going to have to give the ball to Tank Bigsby at least 24 to 30 times. Let him get in a rhythm, and also kind of do that running back by committee thing with DJ Williams and Sean Shivers. Has to continue to keep that going, because that worked out really well for them against Ole Miss. And another thing, too, Auburn is really struggling with game management, situational management between the middle of the second quarter and the middle of the third quarter. And it's reflective in the score, because they're getting outscored during this time, too. And this is the time that, after taking control in the first quarter, they usually kind of get dismantled in that second quarter. In that middle of the second quarter, when they start to get a lead, it seems like they're going to kind of push away. Then that's when the mistakes start to happen. That's when the opposing team begin to score their points. So what Auburn has to do in order to win this game is they have to win second and third quarter. I mean, that seems obvious, but if you really look at the tail of the tape, that's where Auburn is really falling apart, between that second and third quarter, portions of it. Also, too, I could tell the defense was absolutely not comfortable last week with the different spreads and the different schemes that Lane Kiffin threw out last week. And it was apparent. You have the spread. You have two mobile quarterbacks that can throw the ball pretty good. And then you have two running backs, and then the receivers are very athletic. So that's enough to really keep a young defense all balanced. I think with this week, Auburn playing against more than likely a freshman quarterback, and looking like that the scheme that LSU is running is a little bit more manageable than what they faced against Ole Miss last week. But LSU still has the ability to put up some points, so Auburn is going to have to be really careful not to give up the big play, which they have been prone to do at times. Another thing, like I said before, Bo Nix has to be more of I wouldn't say leader, but he has to be more active in making big plays for this team. And he has to be more sensible. He has to, get rid of the chaos and really start to fit in a little bit more comfortably. He should be fine now, because the majority of his competition has been this type of competition, top 25, top 10 caliber team. So he should start to, we need to see him start to settle in a little bit more. All right, guys, well, that's my time here. We're going to probably talk right after the game. Go ahead and like this video and comment and subscribe. And I appreciate you all support. Sorry about the last 2 days. I haven't been able to make a video, but we're about to get them cranked back up again. Even going to do some stuff during the bye week. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.